All right, guys, quick update. I've got the analog wired in. Here it is in all its glory. And let me tighten in so you guys can get a better look at it. Everything's working. The angles are kind of working, but not working as much as I would like. It's up to a good start. It's gonna look pretty factory, pretty sick when it's done. Just wanted to share that with you. I'm gonna go ahead and keep working in here, and then once I get more done, here's how it looks standing up. I'll show you more, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea as to what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep going forward with this thing. So yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up, and so far it's working. I just don't quite have a full range of motion, so I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit, but I'm gonna get there. It's just time. As you can see, there's a large pile of wiring here, but the good news is that I'm almost done. I went ahead and spent a little bit more time messing around with some other components just to make sure I had them right, because in my opinion, if you're gonna do something like this, it's gotta be playable. It can't be just nice to look at. So I've gone through and I've double checked all my soldering points. I went through and I modified the actual way this analog comes off, so now it's on the bottom, so it's got a full range of motion. It's not inside of the controller anymore. I moved it on the outside. I'm going to go through and clean this glue up a little bit tomorrow. I just want to make sure that it was nice and sturdy. I've added all of my buttons in here, and they all do different things. I will be labeling them, but for the most part, this is shoot, this is aim. So this will be L2 if you run tactical flipped, which is what I'm going to suggest. This is grenade throw, so they're close to each other. So that'll be L2 and L1, or in order, L1, L2. And this is signifying the calling in of care packages or calling in of kill streaks. So if you want to hit a kill streak, you'll tap this one. That'll go to your left, and then this one will cycle up or down to select the kill streak, and just push X or whatever the case may be, and the kill streak will happen. So, and I staggered these buttons on purpose like this so that you can still get a grip on the controller, and make sure you're in focus. You can still get a grip here, but not lose these buttons. So you can have a firm enough grip, and still, particularly when you're shooting here, you've got these two fingers that can push everything. You can tell the difference because it's an unnatural resting position. I did that on purpose. So the unnatural position will be to throw your special, but the actual aim is more of a natural where your finger would rest. And then you can, same thing, you'll shift down when you need to call in a care package or something. You'll go to the back of the map, which is what I would recommend. And you can call everything in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the small button the actual scan through, and then the up down be the other two. That way you can see what you're doing there. So it'll have some differentiation there. I didn't have to do anything with these face buttons here because those are good to go. R1, R2 didn't have to do anything with, but I did solder an L1 and an L2 connection. These are all my grounds down here. I only had to double up on one ground because I had one too many buttons. And I also have the up, the down, and the left arrow soldered as well, because we're going to use buttons for those that we currently have here. My end result goal is to play a game with this live on multiplayer with this controller before I send it off, if everything is working. So I'm excited about that. You guys won't see it if everything's not working, so that doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to let you know that's the goal. If we can get everything to work. So yeah, stick around. We're almost done, I hope. This has been a challenging build, but very rewarding. And hopefully it ends up turning out great for the fellow that needs this controller. Just wanted to share with you the final results of the controller and why it's not my prettiest work. I think that it will hopefully work out to do what it needs to do for the gentleman that needs it. So let me just talk about everything that's going on with this controller, just to give you guys an idea. I've added some grips on the front that I cut out And I'm gonna go back in with a razor blade and neaten that up just a bit before I actually ship it. I got this side fairly straight, but I want to add a little bit of grip there. I didn't want to go full on up because there's already enough stuff on this controller. On the bottom right here, you can see there's an analog coming out of the right hand bottom grip. And this analog mirrors the left analog over here because the person that I made this controller for can only use this side. So we want to take as much functionality from this side of the controller to this side. So you've got your analog here, and you can use this on a surface or on your leg, and you can even mash it down and run. So you can do pretty much the same stuff here, and it does take some getting used to. Trust me, I've tried it, but it can be done, and that's the important thing. On the back, I've put a Control Freak badge on the back, for lack of a better term, and it's made of the same stuff that the grip is made out of. I just modified that up because I thought that would look kind of cool. The controller's actually on right now, oops. But I've got that there, and you've got a few buttons here that do a couple different things, and that's the major functionality that you're gonna have to get used to. Right all the way inside, as far as your grip will go, is your aiming button. That is your grenade throw button. And then this white button is the equivalent of hitting the left arrow. And then this button is your up, this button is your down, so that you can call in and activate your kill streaks. So all of those buttons do work. I've tested them. The only thing left to do with this controller now is to actually test it in a game. So my goal is to share the results with you guys and to hopefully get 5 kills in this game, and we're gonna see how it plays. Okay, so I'm in here right now, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm moving this with my leg here, and so what I'm gonna do is go into a game. So I'm gonna log in and see what happens on Call of Duty. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna play this whole thing with one hand, and you guys are gonna see it as I'm doing it. So definitely like this video and share it if you appreciate it. I don't know, again, I don't know what the outcome is gonna be, but I'm gonna play this with one hand. And that's very challenging because I'm gonna use this hand for support, but just like this. So you'll see how I'm using it, and you'll see the evidence. So this is a one-handed setup, Black Ops 3. I'm gonna go into an actual lobby, and hopefully I don't embarrass you all too much as we go along. I'm gonna play one half of a match or one whole game, whichever is first, and that's what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna have to take some getting used to, but this is straight out of the gate testing. All right, yeah, season pass, who cares? Go to the multiplayer. Let's go to a pub. Find a match, hardcore, and we'll play some good old domination. I can't really hear what's going on right now. I got the monitor down really low, so I have no idea. I hope we're not getting destroyed. If we're, I'm gonna back out because I'm gonna get into a match where we're gonna get destroyed, because that will be no fun whatsoever. And hopefully this works. Mute. Won't allow you to hear me. All right, I got my hand on the aim because that's the most important. Let's use the Weevil. Get out of the way, fool. All right, this is, like I said, guys, this is quite challenging. I gotta get my bearings, and it's all about micro movements. Hold on. Let me go over here. My team, I feel bad because my team's gonna be like, oh, I almost killed somebody, or at least shot at someone. Let me go prone here and see if I can catch anybody slipping, aiming down sights. I died one time. I just want to show you the run does work, and that's at least good. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can make it to a base, because God, this is rough. I mean, and this just shows you guys the respect for people with disabilities, because you know, you have to, this is what they deal with on a day-to-day basis, trying to play able-bodied games. All right, I can make it to the base. Come on. All right. Shit. Shucks, I meant. When I'm running and when I'm sprinting, I feel at my best. Uh-oh, wrong button. I gotta remember these buttons. Ah, I got a hit marker. All right, maybe I can kill this guy. Let me go over here a bit. There's somebody over here. Got a kill, baby. Haha, yeah. People are like all upset at me right now, and I'm sorry, bro. I'm camping because you have no idea how I'm playing. I'm one-handing this. Come on. Somebody's got to come through here. He's like all upset. Sorry. My teammate is like going nuts. And I'm still trying to figure this out. Somebody's over here. Holy shit. Oh, got 2 kills, baby. Headshot. All right, looking good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, got 3 kills. Oh, kill teammate, my man. Oh, I got shot outside. Oh, this is nuts, y'all. I'm trying. And so I have no idea, like I said. You can get used to this, guys, you know, but it is gonna take some doing. It's not an easy sell. Oh, I got kicked. Killed a teammate. Holy smokes. I'm so sorry. You guys kind of get an idea. I think that's enough because I don't want to embarrass myself. So I've embarrassed myself enough. Let me say that I got kicked because I was being a bad teammate. But yeah, you guys can see this thing works. You can sprint, you can move. It is going to take some getting used to, but yeah, I mean, it works and I'm really happy. So I hope that the owner of this thing gets a lot of play out of it. These grips actually help to keep it steady because you are going to have to focus as you're trying to put this together. As you're trying to put together kill streaks and others with this because it's different. But you know, I think the best placement for this is on the bottom so you can move it with your leg. And once you get the fine-tuned movements down, I think you'll be in good shape. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope I've done a good job in trying to explain this. When I set out and did this particular project, I did it 100% for free because I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull this off. And it was something that I spoke to my wife about, and we both thought it was a worthwhile effort. And we used our own money to fund this. And I'm not asking for anything in return. I just, appreciate you guys watching the video. And I just want to leave you with, make sure that you think about people that are less fortunate than you and be thankful for what you have, especially if you have use of all of your limbs and you have good dexterity and you're able-bodied, because there are a lot of people out there that aren't. There's a lot of gamers out there that aren't and that really want to play with us because they're just normal people just like we are. They just don't have full use of all the parts they need to compete. So, be thankful and be grateful, and don't forget that. That's the only thing I can definitely leave you with. This experience for me has been humbling, especially trying to play with a controller that only has the right side movements available. That's tough, and I love me some Call of Duty, as you guys know, and I'll be devastated if something happened, and something could happen tomorrow where I might not be able to use my right hand or my left hand. So I'm truly humbled by this experience and thankful, and I just hope that you are as well. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.